howdy. We made it to another Sunday. That's right. Hope everybody's having a great day today. It's really hot today. It's kind of melting in my own house. So hopefully everyone's staying cool today. But hi, howdy, hello. Hello to Will and Joshua. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Yes. How are you on this lovely, lovely, whatever day it is?
I am doing pretty well. Uh, I I work predominantly outside, so it's been nice to be inside of the house for the
Oh,
day. It's the closest thing that I get to staying cool. Uh, I'm fat, so I do not ever actually get cool, but I'm working my way toward.
it's a good goal to achieve.
Yeah, after I turned 30, I just became a sweaty guy. So
Oh,
it's
Yep.
bad. Like I can't help it. But I spent most of the afternoon outdoors today.
yeah.
But now back indoors with a cold beer, so I'm okay.
Listen,
There
you
you
hit
go.
40, then you're just like, I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
ever care anymore. And you're like, whatever. This happens. Let's see. I got peeps talking in the chat. Want to say hi to those guys, or we can just freaking ignore them. But
What's up,
they know their
homies?
buttholes. That's
How's
right.
it going?
All the way from I don't even know what day it is, but 4 o'clock p.m. What is up, GTP Comics? You're always the first one in here. That's right. I also have to shout out Jason, aka Unhinged, and if you guys don't know him, he's a fellow indie guy, and he does also what I do, interviews with the comic creators as well. He kind of rated me earlier, so he brought a bunch of people over. So yes, that's how Omen found me. Apparently, he says, "Damn it, all the stuff you've been missing and depriving yourself and saddening. Time to fix that." Yes, I know. I saw that you just subbed to me. I know. What's up, Omen? No, not my art. I had a different thumbnail up on accident, but not my art. However, I do have an exclusive up on campaign right now, so go check that out. But not my art. It is. Who did this cover here? Hold on, let's go to the tiny for a second. Show that off. Bam.
That's me. That is
That's you.
That is the Todd McFarlane inspired variant cover.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Off that Spider-Man #1 from '91. So
yeah,
I'd never really tried an homage cover before, so I thought I'd give it a shot. And that is the character that is based on Joshua. So
Yep.
nice.
Every every major character, at least in like the first few issues, is either a self-insert or an insert of a friend that I was hanging out with a lot when I was first starting to write the stories. It all started with kind of being burnt out at a corporate job and emailing back and forth with friends, just coming up with like a dumbass story where we're all in some cyberpunk hacker gang.
Sweet.
Eventually it grew from that, but because of that, all of like the major characters that you see early on are inspired by good friends of mine. And this one is inspired by myself.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
I like how you turned the webbing into like the cyber, techie cords down there. Gotta have that.
That character specifically is sort of like a Luddite hacker, so he doesn't really have any like virtual setup, but he's sort of the wires guy.
Someone's got to be the wire guy. That's a mess. That's also a trip hazard, so you don't want that happening.
Yeah, so it was born out of a situation like I've always loved cyberpunk as a genre, but I also tend to look at cyberpunk as what it's intended to be, which is a warning and not aspirational. And so I tend to be of the mind that the more you understand the cyberpunk genre, the more you should shut the fuck up, Steven Bartulowitz. Steve is a good friend. Actually, one of the characters in this comic is based on Steve himself.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah. Steve and I, Steve tried to kill me when we first met, and he failed, and so we've been best friends ever since.
I like this. Listen, there's got all kinds of sass happening in here. I like it. Let's go, Steven. Oh, snap.
Yeah. So the thing is, like, I tend to be like, the more you understand cyberpunk as a genre, it seems like the less you should want to be dependent on technology. Um,
Mm,
just based on every single message from every cyberpunk piece of media ever,
yes.
and so I wanted to like in any sort of academia, like math has tended to be more of my strong suit, and there was a little while where I thought I might want to get into something like programming or engineering or something, and I didn't because I don't like sitting at a desk, uh, but uh, it maybe they're like, oh well, my character will be the hacker of the gang, uh, but while they're the hacker of the gang, they also refuse to keep up to date with all the technology, um, because in the world that I've represented, most of your uh, really involved uh, programmers, coders, hackers, any of them are using a very like VR based and AR based rig and setup, uh, but as you plug yourself into the internet in that way, you are significantly more visible. And as someone who is constantly doing illegal shit and actively targeting, corporations, he wants to be less visible to them while he's doing all that. So he just uses a straight up keyboard and desktop computer.
Uh, yes. How far did you go into your cyberpunk slash re, how far did you go into that? Did you end up going to any cyberpunk raves? Come on,
Uh,
good times.
so I grew up in the country. I grew up about an hour outside the city, and uh, so I haven't. So I didn't grow up going into any raves, and nowadays I've been to some things that are like a little bit adjacent. But Richmond's music scene is, I think there is like a rave scene in Richmond that I just never like found out about. It like the much more prevalent scene was the metalcore and all that stuff. And since I played in a metal band and in a punk band, which mostly got jumbled in with the metalcore, um, uh, I found myself much more likely to end up at uh, Devil Wears Prada and Falling in Reverse shows than
Nice.
anything
Yeah.
ravey.
I started going to cons at Otakon way back in the day. Let me tell you, they know how to throw some nerd raves.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah,
I believe it.
the first con we went to as a team was GalaxyCon Richmond,
Oh,
and
nice.
was that 22?
23.
23. And most honestly, the best time there was the after party stuff. Like after the con floor shut down, they
That's the
had
best.
we went to a emo dance party
Yeah.
on the second night, which was a lot of fun. Um,
Nice.
there
Emo
was
Night Brooklyn still goes strong.
Hell yes.
one of the worst organized karaoke's I've ever seen.
Oh, that was god awful. But I only say it's god awful because I was bitter about it because I signed up to sing a song. And
Oh,
yes, Art in Times of Jay Ryan, William Gibson is my uh, behind Tolkien is my favorite artist or my favorite author. And yeah, so I do pull a lot of influence with how I approach the genre from like the Sprawl trilogy and like Burning Chrome and shit like that. So
nice.
yeah, uh, and I saw someone else, I think it was Phil's Treehouse, said something about having just finished the Cyberpunk 2077 for the fifth time
Yes.
again. So I finished it twice and I've gotten a little burned out on it, but my wife and I just finished watching Cyberpunk Edge Runners, which I had watched it once before, and I had told her, I was like, you have to watch this.
Oh,
Because as someone who doesn't typically like anime very much, that show, like, it definitely broke that barrier for me. Like, there's one or two other things that have, but that was one of them. And we just finished it literally like 2 hours ago. And
nice.
she was like, "Well, I was 100% not expecting that." and I like the show a lot better than I like the game as well. I like the game, but like the game is ultimately pretty much just a first-person shooter with a lot of neon, and like which is cool. The gameplay is very very fun, but as far as addressing actual themes of the genre, the show does a much better job of like really really exploring the nuance of all that stuff. It's rad as hell.
Yeah, I
I have the game. I haven't played it yet.
I just started playing it, and I realized I'm really bad at video games, and I'm not having a good time. And it got better last night, but I did have to. I reset the difficulty. Don't make fun of me too much.
Baby steps.
It's just like I don't know. I like it. I like it for the story. I did the same thing with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth that I just finished a week ago. I have bad reflexes. It's fine, but I like to take in the story.
The only games I ever play on
Visually
higher
appealing.
the only games I ever play on higher difficulties are like side-scrolling platformers. Like,
okay.
They usually end up being games that like don't even have difficulty settings. They're like,
Thank you, Phil.
yeah, they're like Ori and the Blind Forest or Super Meat Boy or Donkey Kong Country.
Oh,
like
Super Meat Boy is amazing. Come on,
dude, it's so
violence
good
and carnage.
Yeah, but it's like, listen, this is the only difficulty setting we offer. You're gonna die 47,000 times, or you're gonna quit.
I played with Pops last night. We played Fortnite. I think we died 5 times in a row. So it's fine. That's wrong with that.
Yeah, my actually Steve in the chat there has pulled me into a second game, a second playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3, and I didn't get BG3 for the longest time because I've played Larian's other 2 games, and I'm like, very good games. I don't like them because like the level to which I suck at those games is severe enough that it just prevents me from being able to enjoy the game at all. And so like I played through BG3 on like the narrative mode, which is their very hand-holdy way of saying like, we're making this as easy and baby-like as we possibly can for you. And it didn't matter. I got my ass handed to me. Yeah, Steve is right. I am bad. But we're playing a session now, and I'm playing a rogue specifically, so where while he's making all the important decisions, I can just try to pickpocket everybody.
It's a good time.
It's one of those things that works great in D&D, but then when you start doing that stuff in like Baldur's Gate, I get us in trouble.
The old Leroy Jenkins.
Oh yeah.
Oh dang it, Leroy.
At least I got chicken.
Crane asked a question earlier. He wants to know, since you are putting your faces in the book, are you copywriting your likeness?
So as far as copywriting your likeness, the situation there, like, to a certain extent, as soon as we put the artwork out there, and we've produced it under our own label and all that stuff, it's kind of copyrighted in as much as if you make your own story that is straight up, here is DOS from the Southtown comic series in this thing, and I'm going to start, and you're going to start making money off of it. It's copyright, but also we are using like Nightshade and Glaze on the finished product before we send it, because Will and I do both share a pretty staunchly anti-AI stance when it with regard to
our digital copies are poisoned. So.
Yep.
Listen. I don't know where CJ is, but he would love you guys. He is very much against the AI. It's usually his questions he asks when he's in here.
It's fun watching on Threads, watching Ben Templesmith, the artist for 30 Days of Night, just single-handedly taking down AI artists on a daily basis. It's pretty great.
Yeah. By the way, that same person talking about BG, who was just saying about playing a dwarf. Omen Screaming Raven. we are kindred souls here. One tattoo that I'm going to I'm waiting to get it until my grandmother passes, or otherwise I will be the reason she passes. But I intend to get dwarven runes like Khazad runes from like Tolkien Dwarvish under here that say Khazad, which is a dwarves word for their own race. But I very much like D&D. I play a dwarf almost every chance I get. Yeah, that is.
How do you feel about dwarf metal? Stuff goes hard.
I love conceptually dwarf metal.
Okay.
Windrose, which is the only dwarf metal I've actually been able to find that isn't just someone takes Viking metal and calls it dwarf metal. Windrose, I enjoy what they're trying to do, and what they do ends up being super, super gimmicky. But I do get diggy holes stuck in my head all the fucking time.
As one does, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Your kindred souls here with Omen.
Yes.
And you guys are just joining us. I have your campaign link pinned to the top. I have dropped it a couple times. And I don't believe we have really done introductions because we got 65 people watching us now on all the thingies. So let's make it weird and let's do some introductions. How about that? Grab you because you're the first one I grabbed. There you go. Boom. All right. I'm going to ask you the hardest question you ever have to answer your entire life. Who are you? What do you do? Why are you here?
Who am I? What do I do? What am I? Why am I here? That's really the existential question of the hour.
Yeah.
So hi, Will Smith. Not that one. I do the artwork for Southtown. I've been an illustrator most of my life. This is my first like semi-professional project in about 20 years, though. So that's
cool.
Yeah. Met Joshua through a mutual friend of ours who actually ended up doing the coloring on issues 1 and 2. In about 2022, I believe, was when we actually first all sat down together.
I think so.
Yeah. So, so we met up then, and we've been pretty much at it ever since. But yeah, it's the most consistently creative artistically I've been in probably a good 25 years. Because being an artist is tough in this world.
Yep.
Yes, it is. It's a very, very good question. How jiggy is Will with it?
Oh my God, you wouldn't believe.
Can confirm.
Dang. Also, Jay is giving us an update. If you want dwarves in Cyberpunk, you need to read the Shadowrun books or check out the games. Well, there you go. Boom.
I remember playing Shadowrun on the Sega Genesis.
A long time ago, yeah.
Yeah, they have the trilogy that's on like PC, and it's been ported to consoles now. That are like
nice.
Those are another one that I suck at, but they are good. And I've played a dwarf solo, and I played a dwarf rigger.
I like. You probably get this so much. You probably just like, Will Smith, how dare you?
Yeah, I'm about to turn 45. So I was in high school, like during the peak popularity of The Fresh Prince as a TV show, and he was just starting to get into like movies and things. And for every movie he put out, he did the soundtrack too. So I basically had a new theme song every 6 months. And so
the Men in Black.
Yeah, I mean, in Wild Wild West is snoozed upon a lot, but
very true.
Then he got very serious about his acting for a good while, and I never really got any flack for like Pursuit of Happiness or the one where he kills himself with a jellyfish for no reason. Spoiler alert: that movie sucks.
Oh no!
But so it was a very quiet decade and a half or so, and then the Oscars happened.
Oh, dang!
And I haven't watched the Oscars live in probably 10 years or so, but the Facebook doom scrolling that we all got accustomed to during COVID, I just saw this come up. I'm like, is this a joke? Is this happening? And then I watched the footage of the actual like rock slap, and I walked into like the bedroom where my now fiance was watching Gilmore Girls or something, and I was like, I'm gonna have a real weird week.
A week? I think it's still lasting. I think I still
going.
It's
still
about
going.
That.
I can't put anyone's wife's name in my mouth.
Apparently not. And also, he did just drop his glorious new hit as well. Has anybody come up to sing that to you?
No, it's not much of an earworm apparently.
I saw the video, and it was just like it was hard to watch.
Isn't he like trying to like retcon the fact that he turned down the Matrix?
Oh, well,
really?
I think for all the
maybe
fans,
maybe it was like
it's
a
probably
test
good.
video or an announcement video or something where he like put himself in the Neo character for like a quick snippet. But it's just like it's just like I could have been Neo. I'm like, yeah, well, everyone likes Keanu Reeves a lot more than you right now. So
Right.
Hold on. I'm going to highlight this, and then we'll get to more instructions. Omen says, yes, you're speaking my language. You grew up playing D&D and Shadowrun. Sadly, your brother passed away, which is, well, your neighborhood DM. Sorry to hear that, Omen.
Well, I can tell you, Omen, I think you and I had sort of inverted fates there, because I grew up like when I was young, I played Pathfinder 1 session with a group of my friends, and I had a blast. And then I never played it again until like 2015, and I finally picked up 5th edition D&D and got really into that. And I've been hardcore like tabletop gaming since then. But one of the guys that I was in that game with, I went to his wedding in 2016, and I found out at his wedding, like these were all like some of my closest friends growing up. They all continued that game from 4th grade after that night and just didn't tell me because I was so unpleasant to play with.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't find that out until like 20 years later.
That is the ultimate betrayal.
From like my closest friends. And it wasn't until
you have a whole secret Pathfinder group. That's amazing.
It wasn't until decades later that I finally actually like really got into D&D, because I learned how to temper some of my neurodivergent tendencies into something that is either maskable or entertaining.
And if it wasn't for that wedding, you would never know that was still continuing to this day.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I was terrible. Oh man,
I was terrible. I mean, the thing was, I was a kid living with extremely severe ADHD and a mother who didn't believe ADHD exists. So, so I was wild and unmedicated.
You were officially Omen's spirit animal at this point. Perfect.
Hell yes. Hell yes.
Well, now that you take your swig, and then now that you're on the screen, it's time for introductions. So give us your intro. Yes.
All right. I am Joshua Eadie, not that Joshua Eadie. And I am the writer and creator of the Southtown comic book series. In 2017 or so, I started getting burnt out at my office job. Started emailing back and forth with some friends, including Steve in the chat there. Just stupid stories where we were hackers in a cyberpunk gang taking down mega corporations and wearing leather trench coats and shit. And
you can't be cyberpunk if you don't have a leather trench coat.
Exactly. You have to wander through the neon streets, past the noodle kiosks that are inexplicably out in the middle of the rain while you're on your way to meet your contact.
Yes. So Naruto. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's wonderful, but it's but I started coming up with these stories. Eventually friends were telling me like, hey, you should make a novel. I was like, well, I don't even remotely have the attention span or skill set to write a novel. I will get 3 pages into the story and lose all motivation. But then one of them was like, well, you could make something shorter form. You could make like a comic series. Well, I can't draw for shit. So I was like, I don't think that that's going to happen. I was at a synthwave concert in 2019, and I met our mutual friend Allie, luckily, I was with a friend of mine who's infinitely more sociable than I am, and when we all went to get ramen after the concert, my friend invited Allie and her partner at the time to join us. I started talking about the comic because it was the only thing I was thinking about those days, and she was like, "Hey, I draw, and I know people who do all this stuff," and it started on the journey where like some people came and went in the creative process, people who had the talent and were interested but didn't necessarily have the bandwidth, and like some people who's like they had talent but it's like stylistically it wasn't necessarily the best fit. Crooked Painter's into synthwave. Yeah, we went to see the Midnight, which is one of those bands that really, really came on strong and everybody loved them. And then people hated them because they were tired of hearing them all the time. And I think now maybe people love them again. I don't know. I just loved them the whole time. Yeah, so eventually she introduced me to Will, and that's where we got on here. So I've been writing it as just email since 2017, been actually putting it in comic format since 2019. And we finally actually released our first issue at the end of 2023.
Ooh, very cool. Very cool.
Other than that, I'm a musician and forever DM. But not quite a forever DM. I'm in 8 campaigns right now, and 4 of them I'm DMing.
Ooh, look at you. So, you've come a long way since your 4th grade Pathfinder.
Yeah. I've learned that people are much more agreeable to my insufferable personality when I will at least run the games for them.
That's funny. That's awesome. All right. What I want to do is go to your campaign page. We're going to go check out all this sweet stuff that's on here.
Hell yeah.
Oh, snap. You're counting the days until dubstep is cool again? When do you think that's going to happen? When do you think that's going to be coming back?
Dubstep always had this thing where I was really, really into the first 45 seconds or so of the song.
Oh.
And then the bass drop would hit and it would become the exact same as every other dubstep song, and I would get bored.
This is fact. Skrillex has never let it die. This is also
Skrillex is exactly my example of artists who have a really incredible first 45 seconds of nearly every song.
So you should, honestly, I should have pitched this to you sooner. You should really introduce a character whose name is Skill Rex.
Skill Rex.
Because that's what I thought his name was for at least a solid year.
Skill Rex.
Skill Rex. Just a very multi-talented Tyrannosaurus.
He's just a mop that's upside down.
Yeah, you can reverse his haircut too, like do a different style. Yeah, that'd be good times. That's funny. I like that. You're bringing dubstep.
My minor dyslexia coming into play.
Hey, that's completely fine. I like it. So it looks like you're on your 3rd issue here. I dig it very much. You are, what is this? Over halfway your goal there. Look at that. You got 21 backers. You got 17 days to go. So if you want to back this, you got to do this by Thursday, August 14th. Holy moly, I can't believe it's about to be August. That's crazy.
Yeah, right.
You got to do that by 4:12 a.m. Eastern time or whatever your clock says on the thing. But I like this guy's just a mess.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
He was fun to draw. It just kind of happened.
Yeah. So.
Oh, you thought it was Skill Rex as well? Look at this. Hooks on phonics. Did it work for you?
I mean, I was telling Joshua earlier, I was at a brewery and one of the guys who worked there had a shirt on that said Scuttlebutt, and I definitely thought it said Butt Slut.
Scuttlebutt? Yes.
Just like my brain just to betray me occasionally.
It happens. It happens. It does. All right, let's see. Let me go down here. Let's look for some art. Your covers. All right, so you got some covers here. Let's see. Oh,
so that is
very
the mainline cover.
Punk-esque happening here. I like the graffiti dribbles as well down.
Yeah,
I like the glitchy stuff.
Yeah, so the character being shown there, his name is Switchboard, and he's a character that we kind of teased at the end of the second issue, but he is like definitely one of the most dangerous fixers in Southtown. I'll go ahead and give like a little base idea of the premise of Southtown. It's obviously it's a cyberpunk series. It takes place in River City, which is sort of a future, like 50 years in the future reimagining
Ooh,
of
okay.
Richmond, Virginia,
Oh,
where
nice.
yeah, like where a lot of these cities have sort of glomped up into like mega cities, and like anyone who's familiar with the Central Virginia area, you Richmond has become River City as like everything from Doswell down to like Colonial Heights and Hopewell, and everything from like Goochland and Powhatan over to like Mechanicsville, east to west. I say east to west as I list them west to east, but
Stage West.
Stage West. That's exactly what it is. But yeah, it's represented where River City is this mega city for which many people don't see it as a dystopia, as long as they can afford to live there and they are comfortable with having their privacy and sort of personal agency invaded constantly by advertising companies and by marketing. And then but so for a lot of those people, because they basically get all the things they want and it's all flashy and fun, and they've they've gotten this comfortable version of cyberpunk, they don't see it as a dystopia. But then on the other side of the river, in what is currently South Side Richmond, we have Southtown, where there is virtually zero corporate presence. There's zero law enforcement presence. It is very much the part of the street where, like, instead of the really, really high tech lights and hollow ads and all these things that are illuminating the streets of River City, you have dirty, busted up neons and trash fires. It's, for those in the chat who are familiar with the cyberpunk games, you're trading the likes of like Japantown and Corpo Plaza and all that stuff for like Pacifica. So it is the shitty part of town, and oh, hello, Noah. Noah's another friend who is one of the inspirations for one of the characters. Yeah, so you've got this gang who is from that wrong side of the tracks, who pulls sort of a data heist against one of the major medical corporations, or Medicorps, in the city. And then you've got this one girl who's kind of from uptown, who's from like the more comfortable part of town, who ends up getting caught up in all of it and finds herself kind of dragged into Southtown. And so she kind of acts as sort of the reader's self-insert to, the character through which we kind of are introduced to the world. But yeah, this character here, Switchboard, he is one of the most dangerous fixers in Southtown itself. He there's not much in the city that happens without his know-how, and he pulls the strings behind many of the darkest and most fucked up things that happen around town.
That's interesting, because I was gonna say his pose here, he kind of looks like a marionette.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, where it's like
awesome.
It almost
drops some sick break moves.
Yeah. Well, you get to see in this issue a certain degree of just how dangerous he can be.
Yes. So. Oh, that's funny. I dig it. I love the glitchy what you guys did on the art there. It looks really cool.
Yeah. The original was a little clean, so I kind of digitized it up a little bit.
Nice. And this is the other cover we were showing earlier.
Yeah.
We're doing the homage. Nice. Very cool. I like that.
I'll let Will talk about that one a little bit more
Okay.
since he knows the homage better than
Yeah.
I do.
I mean, it was honestly, I think it was the first comic book I ever read.
Well, such a huge comic back in the day. Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, it was. So I just moved to a new town, and one of my neighbors, who had become one of my best friends, R.I.P., passed away a couple years ago. We would just hang out in his bedroom, reading comic books on the floor, trying to draw them because we wanted to do that kind of thing. But the skill level of an 11-year-old is leaves something to be desired. But yeah, I read a lot of Spider-Man, a lot of X-Men, and I think this is probably one of the more recognizable poses for Spider-Man. This and maybe the John Romita Jr. like on top of like the church steeple in the rain kind of thing. But
yeah,
I wasn't sure I wanted to drop my skill level so far as to do a Liefeld cover. Maybe we'll do that for like issue 6.
You don't want the sexy Captain America cover? You don't want to do that one?
This character would have the chest cavity.
Pick the skinniest guy in the book and then make him do the Cap homage on that cover with just that giant poof. Yeah.
That just is like non-Euclidean. It's just like it just defies space and time.
A friend of mine is working on a comic book called Skull Splitter, and I'm actually doing a pinup for it, and it's his character in the Liefeld Captain America pose.
Nice. Yes, Omen has just recently subbed to my channel. I wasn't sure if that was my art or not, or how this works, but yes, he says the art, but it did grab you instantly. He loved the homage illustration. Yes. Let's see. Listen, Captain America moves make you hot. Nice. Omen. I think you know what you're doing for issue 4. That's right.
I think so.
Gotta be doing that now. And this, I don't know what's going on here, but you almost have this. This is almost the Captain America cover.
This is our not safe for work cover.
Nice.
So I tried to post the uncensored version on Threads with the spider fuzz on it, and they still removed it. So the uncensored version is up on Blue Sky if you...
I can blow this up so hard you don't even know what's going on, so that's why I just focus on this guy right there. Yeah.
Yep, nice. That is the 7th circle that the 3rd issue is named after is a very, very debaucherous nightclub.
Lovely.
So we had decided to have some fun with how we wrote that here.
Hashtag cat boobs for sure. I described. I think we were on a call or on a Discord video the other day, and I realized I kind of based the interior of the 7th circle on a cross between the Bada Bing from The Sopranos and the bronze Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, nice! I like it. And I want to open up this more because we're getting some more of their interiors here, which is I like the coloring of this. It's giving that very gritty, weird, underground, cyberpunky type feel.
Yeah.
All about this little doohickeys kebab.
We got pimps.
Weasel kebab, is that what that says?
It says weasel kebab.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's how you want to go down. Listen, there's worse ways to go.
I mean, according to the Vikings, like if you didn't die in battle was that was the other way you'd still get into Valhalla.
Truest entry into Valhalla. You're getting welcomed by Hydra, very, very with all the mead. Yes, correct. I don't know what outfit this guy's on or what's happening here, but I'm just for the purple panties. Just boom.
Purple panties. I think there's some fishnets going on. There's a fishnet situation, and the guy I call him Pimp Edward James Olmos.
I can see it.
He does kind of have the gaff look to him.
I just like that he reminds me of Pete Holmes's bit about seeing a pimp on the street. It's like, how do I know he was a pimp? Picture a pimp. You got it.
Yes. My favorite part about that character, it looks like he's got a very limp cane.
It's just for show.
It's a cane that reacts to stimulation.
Oh, okay.
It really like kind of drives home what
I
it is he
see.
sells for a living.
Nice. I just a mashup, a bunch of cool stuff happening in here. Oh,
Yeah.
I like the character designs. Yeah, that's fun. Let me see. Let me go down here. I think we do. Oh, we got more. Oh, look at this guy. I think I know like a bunch of people that look like this guy.
Yep. So that is the same DOS from the
Oh, shoot.
variant cover.
What did I do? Oh, okay.
And what you're seeing there, the girl with the blue streak in her hair, that's Dash. She's the one who's from Uptown who gets caught up in all this stuff. And then the Salvadorian woman with the octopus tattoo, her name's Sharku. She's kind of the wet work agent of the crew. She's the one who actually like breaks into buildings to steal stuff. And then the Japanese fellow is Spider. That's the one based on our friend Noah in the chat, and he does a lot of the networking. And he's the one who definitely has the most contentious relationship with Switchboard. So
nice. Okay, I got. There I go. I hit a button and it removed all my. Couldn't get back. I'm like, oh, joy. Let's see. Yes, Limp Kane. Listen. You know who's got the pills and the creams, hustling at a cyber backdoor Rubensville here. He's got all everything that you can't possibly need in your life. Yes. Get it.
Kane of titillation +1. Absolutely. Absolutely. It gives
Mage and Grendel are two of my absolute favorites by Matt Wagner.
Very nice. You guys are terrible.
I mean, these are all exactly the kind of jokes that go well with our comic. I mean, on that same page, you saw an ad for a band called Oral Sex.
You did. You saw a lot of things. I like it. I like how it's also spelled too. Oh my god, I can't even speak today. It's fine. I also like that this chick's got a octopus tattoo on her face, but her name is like Shark.
Yeah. So I named her Sharku.
Sharku.
Because Sharku is. This was something that I was kind of counting on. Most cyberpunk fans are not necessarily deep enough into like Middle Earth and Tolkien lore to get the reference, but Sharku is the orcish name that the Uruk-hai have for Saruman that they refer to only in like the epilogue of the book when Saruman tries to take over the Shire, and the hobbits all call him Sharky because his orc minions call him Sharku. And because my wife, who is sort of the influence for that character, is obsessed with sharks and large sea creatures, I decided to give her that name that people were going to think was shark based, and it is actually nerdy ass fantasy based.
Nice.
I'm gonna point out for a second the top panel of the second page there. There's a wanted poster behind Dash there. The full version is visible in the first issue.
Oh, very cool.
It's a dick joke. So,
yep.
Oh, lovely.
Oh yeah.
Lovely. This is gonna speak to many people in my chats. Let me tell you.
I listen to Wet Leg too. I do like Wet Leg.
Nice. Let's see. You have digital covers. You have print edition covers. Nice. Ooh, we got sketch covers.
Yeah, we're gonna have sketch covers made for customs. That's gonna be
very
fun.
cool.
We do have one. I haven't updated the Kickstarter yet. We do have one stretch goal already activated.
Nice.
So when we reached 30 followers on the pre-launch, we're actually going to be including an Ashcan sketchbook. So that'll include character sketches, tech sketches, layouts, just thumbnails of pages that I just kind of sketched out before going to the final thing. So it's going to be sort of like little behind the scenes process book that's going to be coming with every physical backer. So
that's awesome. I love that because ash cans are some of my favorite thing. I love all that stuff, and Kirby is just shocked. He's like, that's right.
Listen, I'm fully obsessed with Tolkien, and like I still love Sharku. And I love that it's a representation of the black speech that you never hear, and then he created an entire fucking language, and then the only word you ever hear from it is fucking Sharku.
That's some deep lore right there.
Yeah.
Phil, one of your brethren, is now asking you a question. He wants to know favorite go-to music artists you are listening to as you work.
So as I work on the comic, while I'm writing, because so much of what I'm writing is dialogue, I can't listen to anything with words in it. So I have a massive playlist that is specifically, I have like a Southtown writing playlist. And it's got a lot of instrumental synthwave artists. I've got AHB, I've got Wojciech Rubiewski, I've got Danger, Badass Wolf Shirt is definitely one of my favorites. Magic Sword
Nice.
is incredible. It's a huge like slasher film festival is
very
on
nice.
there.
Lots of dubstep.
It's almost entirely synthwave, but I've got Los Matos is on there. But then I've also created playlists that are specific to each character, just to kind of give like vibe references for each characters. For each character, so like Doss, the hacker of the group, his playlist is very heavily Vangelis soundtrack is fantastic as well. But like his playlist is like very like, it's basically like what would a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater player listen to in this cyberpunk future is basically what that is. Whereas you've got characters who like Sharku who are listening to a lot more like trip hop and stuff like that helps them really focus into what they're doing, because they're always like very much like mind on the job. And then you've got characters like Spider who he's always playing 3D chess with everything he's fucking doing. So he's got a lot of very avant-garde or progressive or more like sort of arcane musical ideologies that are going along in his playlist. And then you've got Dash, the one from the for the one who was from like River City proper originally, who has just a bunch of fucking like girl boss pop and K-pop and stuff like that. And that is a lot of music that like I don't have a problem with it, but I'm not familiar with it. And so while Allie was still part of the project, she actually helped me a lot with coming up with that playlist, because it was all artists that I know fuck all about K-pop.
Listen, I got into it 30 years ago. I just kept this name to troll people. So, it's my comic show where I forced you guys to talk about K-pop. So,
Listen, there is a beatbox group out there, Beat Pella House, that I started seeing them on YouTube, and I grew up obsessed with beatbox. And generally, I used to beatbox a lot and break dance and do all that stuff because I wanted to get into hip hop, but I was out in the country where the only references I really had were breakdance videos from Newgrounds. So that's the realm of hip hop I got into, and that all the music that they had made me think I was like, am I gonna like get into K-pop because of this beatbox group? And then I listened to it after like 15, 20 minutes, I was like, I don't hate this, but it's like, I feel like I've gotten about as much as I'm going to get out of this genre.
Listen, I should send you some really the underground rap, because there's some amazing stuff that was coming out in the 90s and even today. but there's some amazing punk and metal that happens out of Korea. It's fantastic.
Honestly, yeah, send it on over. I'll definitely check that shit out.
All right.
Because like a lot of the underground rap from around here was a lot of. Oh, you want me to give you a beat? Like I'm not a good beatboxer. When I was in college,
I it had to be good.
I was an opera major in college, and while I was in some of my class, yeah, and like, well, I was beatboxing in class because I'm ADHD and I didn't have instruments to cause a disturbance with, so I was just using my face. And one of the kids like fellow students in my class was like, "Hey, I heard you beatboxing. You should join our a cappella group." And I had to hit him with a very Groucho Marx kind of a response. I was like, "If your a cappella group, like if I'm good enough to be in your a cappella group, then I don't want to be in your a cappella group." Because I was like, I'm not a good beatboxer, and this is not a group worth spending my time with. But yeah, I just a little bit like.
Here, hold on, I gotta make it big for that. There you go.
Yeah, I'm not a very good beatboxer, but
listen, I told you earlier, if you had a video and I got muted, you had to go and freestyle. That would have killed. What are you talking about? Right.
Oh, especially now that you're seeing people like this guy. Like, I'll tell y'all to check him out if you haven't checked out this group, Beat Pella House. This dude Wing, Wing has a song called Dopamine that is just like the shit that he's able to do vocally is just unreal. He's hitting like really, really clear under like subtones. Like he's hitting extremely clear subtones where he's hitting two notes at one time, and then he's getting bass that's like 2 octaves under anything I could ever imagine hitting. It's unbelievable. Definitely check him out. Dopamine.
Nice. Well, I'm gonna go over all your tiers real quick, and I see Phil has dropped like a whole heinous amount of questions in there that I will ask because they're amazing. I saw this. Well, let's do this. And I know we're coming up on the hour. I know you gotta get to sleep for work and stuff. So let's see. Let's do these things. Blah 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 blah. Okay. If you want to make a pledge, do so starting at $1. You don't get anything, but bam, it goes towards all their stuff and their goal. Let's go. How many pages is your comic?
It's 22 full story, no ads.
Okay, nice. I like that. So for $5, that's a really cool deal on that. I do myself because I have no room in my house anymore. Like picking up digital editions now. Oh, you got compliments. That was better than a Fresh Prince video. I will not ignore all your questions, Phil. Listen, they were fantastic and they were great. Let's see. And if you just want the regular cover there, physical, $10. Nice. Only certain countries. Well, I'm going to click that. Let's figure out what country those are. Canada. There you go. So the Scandinavia gets your book. Everybody else does not. I'm sorry. Kirby, I know you wanted that. Alas, Japan. Not. However, I have a question. If somebody outside those countries really wants one of your books, are they able to figure out some shipping thing to get out there?
Southtowncomic.com. We do have where you can purchase stuff that's already out from the cover from there, and we will be able to. Will correct me if I'm wrong because Will knows the tech stuff of this way better than I do, but I think we can ship pretty much anywhere. Through the site.
I just need to do some shipping estimates, and I may be able to open that up to more countries.
Okay.
So it's a cost thing that I'm not super familiar with, so that's why I stuck to Canada and the U.S. But if anyone outside of those areas wants one,
definitely send us a message and let's see what we can do for sure.
Hang on, I want to shout out one person because they're in my chat on Twitter. That's madness, but it's not showing up inside my actual chat that is on the StreamYard. I'm sorry. So if I skipped you on accident, I am very sorry about that, Pops. Yeah, no, why isn't it showing up there? StreamYard, you got some explaining to do. But yeah, definitely reach out. I do have your link there as well. I just posted it all the places. But weird, that is not showing up. Strange. But yeah, $10, that's a good price point. Even $20 to Canada, because I've seen some like $35, $40 plus shipping things, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I the last time I even went to go ship something to Canada, I went over 1 ounce from estimated thing, and it bumped it up $20.
Oh shit!
1 ounce. 1 ounce. I was like, I don't think this is secure enough. And I put a tiny bit more cardboard in there. Nope.
Yeah. Also, I don't
mistake.
currently trust the USPS under the current administration, so it's difficult.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we'll try and find some underground method that avoids tariffs or whatever.
Oh.
We'll send somebody on a canoe on an adventure.
Listen, I could throw a rock and I'll be in Windsor. You know, there's all kinds of people that you can figure out what to do with. But yes, so that is your regular cover there. I'm gonna show that off one more time. You got your glitchy dude here, puppeteering, all kinds of stuff happening. Oh, and then we got your second, your lust cover here, which I think is hilarious. It's $15. Same thing. You also come with a PDF version as well, but where'd that go? There it is. I just love his horrific face there, but also like I don't know if I should hate this or love this. I like his face.
So real quick about that cover, I realized after I'd already drawn it that the inspiration for it may have been that one scene from Akira.
Oh.
Okay.
So if you're familiar, it's toward the end.
Yes, Jay moved out to the middle of nowhere in the middle of Canada. He doesn't even have internet, and he had to get Starlink in order for him to get internet. So yes, apparently it's been working wonders for him. Yes.
Nice.
Wait, listen, you gotta get internet somehow. You can't be around anywhere without internet. It's crazy. Let's see. I love that you're bringing up all kinds of beard stuff. It's amazing. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Just gonna leave that up there because you guys are nerds beyond nerds. That's right. I like this too. That you get that cover for $15. I love that. You also get this one for $15. I love it. This one here is just. I love the face. He's so concentrating on this at the same time. How you have not tripped over the squatting pose, I don't know, because it seems awkward. I know.
Yeah, it's
he does also appear to have 2 left feet, but that's okay.
2 left feet.
He probably has 2 left shoes, to be fair. Like
he probably just ran out the door to fight crime, cyber security, and he couldn't just grab 2 shoes.
Admittedly, there's a high chance that in order to get himself through like a 10 or 14 hour hacking sesh, he's just like out of his mind on cocaine. And
that could be.
It is a comic where I try not to be shy about the grittier realities about what these people do, because they're not all heroes and good people.
Well, maybe he put them on that way on purpose, so that the pain in his feet would keep him awake, so that you can hack more things. Keep more people protected.
Absolutely.
Fine.
The path to your coffee maker is lined in Legos.
Yeah.
Nice. And then I'd like to get all 3 of these for $25. That's awesome. Very well.
So that
one
that last tier is issues 1, 2, and 3. So that's the 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that would be your catch-up tier there for $25. Nice.
Yes. So anybody here who wants to pledge but also wants to keep up with the story, there's the bundle that includes issues 1, 2, and 3. Issues 1 and 2 are also available as add-ons.
There you go.
Issues 1 and 2 are actually, they're available as add-ons as well. So if you want to get one of the other tiers that has some of the other cool stuff, but you still also want to get set up with issues 1 and 2, you can add them on to any tier that you choose.
Nice. I like that. And then the 4 circle, I like this, what you're going with this. You get all 3 covers that are on issue 3 for $35. Very cool. Plus you get all the PDFs of stuff. And then you got your sketch cover. Nice. You got 8 left of those. Nice. Let's see. That can be done by you, Will. Yes.
Yeah. So that I can either throw in your favorite character or maybe cyberpunkify whoever's backing. That is a character from the first issue, from a sketch cover I did at a convention. So
very cool. I like that. I know Painter, where is he at? Is trying to get into every book possible. He's got a goal to be drawn in books.
We do have a tier for that.
Looks like he's already thrown down for it. So thank you, Painter.
Hell yeah!
Oh,
thank you.
Nice. Thank you, Painter. I know you're on a mission for that. Let's see. Yes. And then down here, Heresy live event for $75. You can join a live stream to see the creative process and upcoming issue. Oh, nice. You get to do that. Let's see, for $75. Very cool. Is that only one, or is that limited or not limited? I don't think it's limited.
I don't think it's limited, but Will is going to be like for the live process there, because writing inherently is just quicker, and so like while Will is like nearly done with like he's very close to done on issue 3, I am about halfway through issue 21 as far as writing is concerned. So
wow.
The live issue, rather than focus on mine and you get like intense and immense spoilers for things that are like, you know, full story arcs ahead, we're going to do it where you can hang out like while he will be doing the creative process. We'll kind of talk through that as well, and I'll be available in the stream to answer questions about the creative process and all that stuff as well.
Very cool. Yeah, I like that. I like that you get involved in that kind of stuff too. That's fun. Let's see, in your 7th circle, the violence. Oh my. For $100, you get a signed copy of the script for issue 3. You also get PDFs and stuff. You get the print edition as well. Nice. That's cool. For $100. I like the scripts. The scripts are fun to see. How you go from like just putting stuff out there and coming into the final format.
The copy of the script that I'm getting is also a copy that I've been like kind of scribbling in. So,
oh, fun.
So you'll see like the prelims of like the panel layouts that I might have like used or not decided to go with. So it's a used script, so it's fun.
Yep.
A used script. Listen. Oh shoot! Hold on. Hitting all the buttons here. You can see how crunkly this is. I like that it comes with a little paper clippy thing.
Yeah, that's actually,
yes.
That's this guy. The one I'm actually using.
Yes. Oh man, you guys are funny. I love this. And then down here, signed penciled art page. Ooh, for $100, you only have 5 of those available, and you get one of the pages in the book. Awesome.
Yeah, I'm being stingy. I like to keep my original artwork, but I'm deciding to dole some out to those who would like them.
Yes. I'm a big fan of art, and there's a lot of people I know that do the art tiers, and they love having the pages. So yes. Let's see. And then down here, the 9th circle, you get drawn into, and you have 4 of those left. Let's see. And for $150, nice. I like that he can be a weird character. I really hope Painter has an idea of what he wants to do, or if he has his picture ready, because I believe he's on a mission to get 500 plus drawn in tiers. I know.
Oh, wow.
Really
yeah, absolutely. Like once the campaign is over, we'll be reaching out to him basically for reference photos. So it's like if you want to be drawn in, like basically just your normal self, we will do that. If you want to be like, hey, give me a robo arm and have me like, you know, doing this like as much as we're able to, like we can really kind of give you the version of yourself you want to be in there. So
man, let me tell you, your next cover, this is what you should have done. You can get people drawn in as a print or something for the Captain America, you know, homage. But also, this I think is a good one. You take your cover where the kid is drowning in the titties. You could draw people in that one as a print. Boom.
That would be
$1 million idea.
Rad as hell.
Yeah.
You want to be smothered to death in the best possible way?
Yeah, I know. Listen, people already said they wanted to go that way in the chat, so I would think yes, they would very much like to do that.
Yeah, we also have some add-ons that are really, really cool. Like, of course, like I said, we have where you can add on the first and second issues of the comic as well. Nice. that can get you caught up with the story. We also have a T-shirt that we wanted to add on that is like specific to like to really show that you have this T-shirt because you supported independent comics. So it has like the Southtown logo, but then the text around it makes it so it says "I made Southtown happen."
Right there. Let's try to open this. There we go.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm a big fan of shirts myself.
Yeah, and then we the one that I'm extremely happy with, we have a skate deck.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yes, we do.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, Will grew up skating, and I have just recently gotten into it because I'm behind the times on everything. Growing up in Montpelier, Virginia, we were, sitting here in the 1990s, like, man, this Sam Cooke is really hopping. But yeah, no, we saw it. We got the idea for it. I was like, man, what a dumb idea. We absolutely have to do it. So,
Oh, you know what? Another dumb idea? You can take your live stream one, where people enter in. But what you got to do, because you have to combine all this now, is you get to do a one-on-one D&D session with somebody and come up with a high tier for this. I'll tell you.
So I have actually we've actually been talking about for one of the future campaigns that we run, maybe for once we get the 5th issue and we're ready to put together a trade paperback or something. One of the things that we've talked about doing is having a high level tier thing where we'll have limited 5-6 people can sign up for it. But when we do, I will get everyone in a group and I will run. It probably won't be D&D because I wanted something that's a little bit more appropriate to cyberpunk world. I'm really obsessed. So there's this tabletop system called Scum and Villainy it's all space heist kind of stuff, but it's very easy to reskin into just cyberpunk. And I love that one. A, because it's just, it's easy to translate to the story. B, because it's a very easy system for people to pick up and learn. It's, it's only D6s, and there's a huge amount of improvisation, but it's mechanics light. But C, because if somebody backs it and then the way that they want to play the game is to kind of ruin it for everybody else, because there are always D&D players like that, the system of Scum and Villainy is very much fuck around and find out.
Nice.
And so doing hilarious things that screw over your party members, they might work, but there's also a high chance that you suffer the consequences of what you do. And so there's a little bit more motivation to work with the people that you're there with, because you'll probably die.
Oh no, terrible. Let's see.
But yeah, we have actually talked about having that idea of running a game for a limited group who signs up for that tier.
That's fun. I'm just dropping some more of your links on Untrap. I just dropped your Discord link as well. That sounds like it'd be fun. I'm going to drop your individual profiles too.
We're dropping soundtracks and memes in there. So
yeah, we're dropping soundtracks,
memes, updates.
Yeah, we're talking about the comic, of course. We're talking about anything remotely cyberpunk related. Talking about cyberpunk movies, video games. Also, we have a Twitch stream that we are trying to start actually using, and starting on Tuesday, we're going to be doing a stream every week at 6 p.m. And sometimes it'll be me and Will just kind of hanging out for an hour or so, and people can tune in and talk to us about the comic, or talk about us about the shit they just took, or whatever it is you feel like talking about. We're keeping it super informal. Other times it might be hanging
all
out
emo
there.
Chat. You don't know.
Yeah. Other times it might be going in there, and I might be playing some retro video game. And you can come and hang out with us. We're trying to make it whatever we're doing it pretty much every Tuesday around 6 p.m.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll be trying to keep that involved with the Southtown community Discord as well. And that Discord is our first line of being able to keep up with fans, collaborators, anybody who wants to just get in on the community. So
I like that. That's fun.
And as
I don't have a link to that yet, but I'll put that down in the description.
Yeah, it's twitch.tv/Southtown Comic. But you'll also get all of that through the Southtown community Discord as well. And that Discord, I can also tell you, like, as someone who is part of like every like cyberpunk related like fan group and page and whatever in Facebook and Instagram, they're all fucking garbage. And Reddit is not even worth going to. It's all people who they saw Akira or Blade Runner when they were young, and all they want in their entire life is a laser penis or whatever. And it's people who see this dystopian world where mega corporations run every aspect of your life, and you no longer have ownership over your own identity or over your own body, and it is like the absolute most horrendous representation of late stage capitalism and techno capitalism. And these people look at that and say, yes, I want that because it's neon. And so we don't try to get overly serious with our like the message of cyberpunk, but it's a group that is more focused on like, this is what cyberpunk actually is, rather than just RoboFace. So
let's see. Let's see if I can pull up a couple of Phil's questions in here.
Yes,
this is a good one. I like this one. What is your kryptonite? If you see it, you buy it.
Oh, Godzilla comics. Almost anything Godzilla. So I'll try and show. I have an Anguirus tattoo.
Oh.
Anguirus is my homeboy. I've always loved him. I grew up watching, like as a kid, watching at least one Godzilla movie from the Showa series every single day. And Anguirus I always loved because he is not very strong. He is not very capable. He gets his ass whooped constantly, and he does not hesitate. Like, you can put him up against Mechagodzilla, you can put him up against King Ghidorah, anybody. He doesn't hesitate. He will run it, and he doesn't give a shit. So I love that because he's an underdog who doesn't care. He will throw hands with anybody. Japan released Godzilla mechanical pencils. This is the first time learning about this, so I am
Kirby can hook you up. He's already in Japan, so
hell yeah, definitely, definitely hook us
up.
Yeah, definitely hook up with us, Kirby, in the Discord. We would love to hear more about what everybody's doing with Godzilla shit out there. I mean, -1, like. I've always loved Godzilla movies. Godzilla 1 made me openly weep. It was unbelievable. And Shin Godzilla was, bro, this Mothra series that they've had going. Oh, man.
There we go.
Oh, hell yes.
I can't see anything. Hold on. Move this. There we go.
That is so good.
It's dope. Like, you see, it's got the stripper on the bottom too. It was part of something. I don't know what. And then I bought some more of these. But they're dope.
So this hold on, that one that you just showed looks like the OG Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, because that's where Anguirus is the first one that everybody's like, hey, what the fuck's going on? Why is he attacking Godzilla? And it's because Mechagodzilla was wearing Godzilla's like skin that made him look like him. Yeah.
Our guy. But you gotta have
sick as this looks like Final Wars, maybe.
I picked both of these up at cons. I got this one from a horror convention.
Oh, that's sick as hell.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Trying to figure out where to put them in my house. Apparently nowhere. I don't have walls.
Yeah, that
is. The other ones are reproductions. I get them from this guy. He goes to a ton of the cons. That's where I got a bunch of my other Universal Monster stuff from. They're like $10 or whatever. But the other one is actually from Japan. It's a dope ass poster. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I've got a T-shirt that's got the original print from Godzilla vs. Gigan, which is my favorite Godzilla movie. It's not the best one, but it's just insane because like it doesn't know what its tone is. On the one hand, it's cockroach aliens that are using a children's theme park to mind control Japan. And on the other hand, it's the first one to just straight up show blood because Gigan has a operative table saw on his stomach and will just like rush across Godzilla and shit.
I got
So it's like it's
Gigan figure right there.
Yeah, it's like the darkest and the silliest all in the same
best.
moment, and I just love it.
It's all good. It's all goofy. It's good times. Like, who doesn't love kaiju? Oh,
Yeah.
That's right. It is even cooler. You're not wrong.
Right now they're running a series
galore.
Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe. It's fucking wild. Godzilla in the first one of that whole series, it was Godzilla versus Marvel characters, and Godzilla gets the power cosmic from Silver Surfer. It's rad.
Yeah, they just showed the Wolverine one. He did DC last year, and now he's got all the IDW, and then he's doing the destroying all the cities. I'm going to recommend the book to you. It's done by my friend Marco from Italy. It's called King Ghidorah, Hungry Like a Monster. My favorite book out of the last 5 years. It's about Godzilla that goes on a rampage because he wants pizza.
Nice. I love this. King Ghidorah.
Hungry Like a Monster. I believe you can still pick some up from Scout Comics, but he's coming out with issue 2 probably in the next year or so. But yeah, it's one of the best.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely...
yeah, it's one of the greatest things I've ever seen to this day. It's the best.
Yeah.
Godzilla versus TMNT is next.
Oh, I know. My box at Alpha Comics over here is going to be holding every single cover of that one for me.
Yeah.
So stoked.
It's interesting to me because like Jay's a huge Godzilla fan and he's getting tired of it, but then also like all the guys that I know that are like super into Godzilla are picking him all up because they love him. But it's like hit or miss. So I get it. But no, you would love the King Ghidorah book.
They are hit and miss. Godzilla vs. Avengers, the one from this later series, was trash, and Godzilla vs. X-Men was trash. But like Godzilla vs. Hulk or like Godzilla vs. Spider-Man, and there's a symbiote Godzilla. Like I can't not love that. Yeah, it's so fun, and it's like I don't know if I'll ever get burnt out on Godzilla because, like I said, growing up, literally every single day I was watching a series movie. So,
there's got to be a version out of there, an exclusive somewhere that has the Godzilla symbiote, but also in the ASM 300 somewhere. That's got to be a thing somewhere.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. No
doubt. It needs to be happening because that's about it. Also, I do want to say congrats to you guys because you guys hit your $1,000 so far. You're under your 500 to go. So let's keep going.
Thanks again so much, Banner.
Exciting. Yes. Yeah, he's awesome. I think I'm on the back of a cover with him too.
Excellent.
Good backing, a bunch of those. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, what is happening? None of it is canon, so it's what. Oh my god, Jay.
Yeah, that is true, and that's something that I have to keep in mind. Especially like the first thing that made me really like, I have to separate this from canon was when they did the Here There Be Monsters, and they have legends of Godzilla from like the 17 and 1800s, and I'm like, Godzilla canonically was a Godzillasaurus on this island until the atomic bomb testing, so he was 100% not there in the 17 and 1800s. And Omen, you are absolutely not the only one who cheered him on. The thing is, a lot of people have said a lot of stuff about Godzilla has gone back and forth between being good and bad, and that perspective tends to be very human-centric because the thing about Godzilla is not that he is good or bad because that's all like in respect to humans. The thing is about Godzilla, he is a force of the earth. So when it's humans who are acting in a way that is adverse to the earth, then he's anti-humans. When it's monsters from in Space Hunter Nebula, it's aliens that he's against. He's against whoever is against the earth. The only ones who are ever like just straight up good are Mothra and maybe Anguirus.
Masura.
We saw. I think they're called the 5, 6, 7, 8s.
Yes.
And we saw them with Reverend Horton Heat in DC. And
nice.
they played like a surf punk Mothra theme that was like.
Oh, I can see them do that. Yeah. If you guys don't know the 5, 6, 7, 8s, they were the band in Kill Bill.
Yeah.
On the soundtrack. Yes.
And yes, Godzilla has canonically died. I think every time it's been a death that he regenerated from, except for in Godzilla versus Destroya in the 90s, where he finally absorbed too much energy and fully melted down. And then everything after that is his son.
Yes, very nice. Listen, you and the guys that are in chat that are super into Godzilla should do a show one day and just talk about Godzilla.
I mean, 100%. Like for sure, for real, guys, get in that Discord, because like it's for the Southtown community. If any of you ever spark a conversation that is about Godzilla, I will not ever shut it down. We can talk about Godzilla all day, every fucking day.
Nice.
And I will
gotta
never
do that.
be upset about that.
Boy. No, you got to do that. That's fun. I dropped it one more time in the chat. So yeah, that is the link to your Discord. Go check that out.
Awesome.
Let's see. Before we get out of here, I know we've been talking about an hour and a half. Let's see. Do any of you guys have any other appearances or cons or anything that you want to talk about?
Well, real quick, I've got to tell you all, before I'm done on this Godzilla rant, you've got to check out, there's a metal band called Oxygen Destroyer, and it's all Godzilla themed. Of course, there's also the metal band Gojira, but it's like, they're amazing. They're my favorite band of all time, but they're also not Godzilla themed at all. But
totally not.
But Oxygen Destroyer is incredible. Check them out. But we are going to be at Fairfax Comic-Con on August 23rd and 24th.
I think so. It's the second to last weekend in August.
Yeah, let me look real quick. I've learned just enough about technology to figure out how to use the calendar.
23rd and 24th. I had a tab open, so it's right there.
Yep. The 23rd and 24th. We will be at Fairfax Comic-Con in Northern Virginia. Come say hi. We will have copies of the first and second issue of the comic. And then you know more than I do about the Twin Tiers Con.
Yeah, our application is in. I haven't heard anything back yet, but they said it would be about 30 days. But that one is in mid-November in upstate New York, or not really upstate, Western New York, where I grew up, like right outside of Ithaca. So that's going to be taking place in the old mall. It's it's set up in an old Macy's. If that tells anything about the area. So I went last year. It was a lot of fun. And hopefully we get back in this year. It's organized by some friends of mine from high school. So maybe I've got a foot in the door. Who knows?
Yeah. Get it there. Nice. That's what. Oh man. Yeah. That's funny. I like that. Oh, it had a bounce. So you're going to end up on a milk carton. Oh no. Open. Yeah. They do good steamed hams over there. Oh my.
Aurora Borealis. This time of year. Anyway.
Oh my goodness. Thanks you guys for coming on here. I'm trying to figure out what else I got going on this week. One of these days this week I'll be doing my nominations for the CBC Awards. If you guys don't know what that is, it is a comic-based YouTube award. So if you have a comic nerd channel on YouTube, you can go nominate yourself. They have a whole bunch of categories on there. There's even an art category as well. So, but yes, you guys can go ahead and steamed hams. Yes, somebody did say steamed hams. That's right. Listen, I never would have thought that would have been something I would have said on my show today, but you know what? Here we are. What else I got going on? August 8th, I will have Nate from Night of the Chihuahuas on. Also, I have an exclusive on there, so go check out that campaign. Shelby did the cover on that one. Go check that out. We'll post that around later. But yeah, other than that, I don't know. I also don't have an outro, so you know what that means. I hope you know how to spaz dance. That's right. That's right. Bam. Thanks to you. Thanks to Painter for backing. Thanks to everybody for hanging on here. We've had pretty much 80 people hanging with us the entire time. So
hell yeah.
That's right. Yeah, so we're going to get the hell out of here. I'm hungry.
Me too. Me too. I'm going to
ham or something.
I'm going to have some homemade tacos real quick and then immediately go to bed and have homemade taco dreams.
Perfect. Also, Jay, I like that nobody knows what that means, but they all do it.
Listen,
right.
This is the exact kind of blind subservience and obedience that we advertise and promote here in the cyberpunk genre.
You know, it's stupid time. That's right. What we
yeah.
do here. And I like that. Crowd is saying ciao, and he put tacos in there. So perfect. That's right. Get on this taco train. Oh, hold on. I was gonna see if anybody was live and go spam some people and raid them or something. So hold on a second. Let's see who is live that I can just throw some people. Oh, here. Let's go. There's another guy doing some YouTube comic interviews. JD is live. Indie Comics Network is live. So go click upon them and go spam them with some taco emotes or something. Go give them a follow. But yeah, we're gonna get out of here. I'm hungry. Thank you very much for coming on here, to both of you. Thanks for the chat. Rowdy bunch of buttholes, I know. Bye, guys.
Hell yeah.
Butthole. All right.
Thanks so